Hey guys, it's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on The Pursuit of Wealth. Today is Wednesday, October 14th, and in today's video, I'm going to do an update on Suncor and where I think the stock is going and where we're currently at and what I expect over the next few days and weeks. I have a lot of people asking me to give them an update on that, both in the community and online on YouTube. So I figured I'd do a quick video for you folks. And just before we jump into it, make sure to like the video if you enjoy this perspective and subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified on any future updates. And behind me is beautiful Westwood Lake in Nanaimo, BC, currently road tripping on Vancouver Island and having an absolute blast. If you haven't been here, I highly recommend it. Stick around and we'll jump right into it. And we're back. So jumping right into it, before we jump into the charts and where I think the stock is going, I did notice that the 2020 and Q3 estimates for Suncor scaled up, but 2021 earnings numbers were lowered. And I wanted to bring that up as I found it relevant, as we do have earnings at the end of the month on October 28th. So just keep that in mind if you are in a position or you're considering taking a position in Suncor, that you do know that there's earnings at the end of the month, and that could create a lot of volatility. And personally, I don't play earnings, so I don't have a position right now in Suncor, and I will be potentially eyeing an entry, but I do want to wait until after earnings. That's a must for me. But maybe your strategy is different. Maybe you load it up here on the low in the $11 range. Again, this is the NYSE. So everything will be in US dollars. It's not on the Toronto Stock Exchange. So just keep that in mind. This is the US ticker. So taking a look at the daily time frame here, you can see we are consolidating on the daily. We have a couple of upper wicks as well, and the daily Bollinger Bands are starting to tighten. And you can see we topped out on this daily move here at EMA 26. So we are seeing resistance at that EMA, and we are trying to form a base of support off EMA 12. And because it's holding these EMAs, and because this is all technically one bounce, we could potentially see a daily bull flag potential. And if we just grab our trusty Fibonacci tool and we draw that out, you can see that we are above the 382 Fibonacci level, which means that the possibility of a daily bull flag are still very much intact. If I draw that out for you folks, it would take us to about, just a rough estimate, we'd be looking at the mid $14 range on the US side. So that could be a potential upside of about 10 to 15% if that daily bull flag were to confirm. So one way to play this would be to enter here with a stop just below maybe 1240. And if we drop below that, then chances of the daily bull flag have been diminished. So you could enter now on this daily higher low. Maybe that's your strategy. You're looking to scale in on any pullback. So on the daily time frame, you can see here that we're forming a higher low, and we'll be confident that the daily higher low is set once we've changed the hourly trend. And we did set a low, a high, a higher low, and higher high. So we are technically in an hourly uptrend, and we are consolidating again on the hourly, looking to form a base of support here on EMA 26. But we could potentially be seeing a curl on the EMAs for a potential bear cross. That's when the short-term EMA 12 crosses through the longer-term EMA 26. And if that were to happen, we would look to support here down at 1247. So multiple different ways you could play this. And personally, I'm just sitting on the sidelines, wait until after earnings. And we can see that SPY and the overall market right now is starting to pull back, and a lot of dependencies on stimulus and whether or not we're going to see any more additional stimulus before the election and how much stimulus. Another thing we'll be monitoring is oil as well. So just taking a look at oil on the daily time frame, you can see that we are technically in a daily uptrend as we set a low, high, higher low, and higher high. We did hit 41.46 as the high and 41. Actually, we basically a double top here. And we are just looking to form a daily high or low now, but we could potentially be forming an equilibrium. We'll have to monitor this pattern to see how it plays out, but we are looking for a daily high or low, and looks like that is forming now. And we are looking to form a hourly uptrend as well to be confident that the daily high or low is set. So you can see here we had a lower high and lower low. We have a low high, lower low. So we haven't actually changed the hourly trend. We're not in an hourly downtrend, but we're essentially just going flat at the moment. And we do have some inside bars here on watch on the hourly. So that's going to be very crucial on how this breaks. So we'll be looking to a potential bear break of a high. Most important resistance right now is 40.90, and most important support is 40.73. So if we get a bear break, we'd lose 40.73. And like I said, once we confirm an hourly uptrend, that we can be confident that the daily high or low is set. But oil bulls definitely looking to make a stride here, and looks like they have full control over the short-term chart on US oil. And if we take a look at the weekly time frame, you can see that we are looking to form a basis of support here off the 36 range. So we had a low of 36.15. So most important, 36.15 is the most important support in the short term on the weekly. Taking a look at XLE, the energy sector ETF. So on the daily, it's very similar to Suncor. We're just looking for a daily high or low. Didn't really see much of a pullback here on the 7th of October. So all very similar charts. We did lose EMA 12, so that could be a little bit of a clue on what we can expect for Suncor as well. But we did top out at EMA 26 and looking to form a base of support off EMA 12 and potentially set up for a daily bull flag as well. So certainly lots of daily bull flags out there. That's what I'd be watching going into the rest of the week. And let's just take a look at the US oil chart. So if we do a Fibonacci tool here, you can see we did retrace about 50%. So I would consider the chances of a daily bull flag lowered because of that, but we could still potentially see daily bull flags in XLE, which could have a positive impact on the possibility of SU seeing a daily bull flag as well. And taking a look at the weekly time frame, you can see that we are looking to curl on the MACD. The stochastic is already curled bullish, and we are approaching the 10-week moving average, which should act as resistance at 14.16. So still a little bit of ways to go, 10-15% to get there. And we'll see how bulls are able to manage with that resistance. We do have the 50-day moving average at 14.46 as well. So going to be very crucial, and still a long ways to go to get to that level. So we're bulls certainly still have a lot of work to do. We are well below the 50, given most stocks and overall markets are over their 50s. Some are over their 200-day moving average. So the more that we cross above those moving averages, the more bullish it is. And you can see that we don't really have any curling happening here on that. So we're not seeing any golden cross possibilities. It's definitely looking like the bulls still have a lot of work to do. And if we bring up US oil, if we bring up XLE on the weekly time frame, you can see it's a similar setup. So we crossed on the stochastic, looking to cross on the MACD, but we're still below the 10-week moving average. If we could get the MACD to curl and get above the 10-week moving average and close the week out above that moving average, that would be extremely bullish for XLE. And on the daily time frame for XLE, you can see that we are we're well below the 50-day moving average again as well. So still a lot of work to do in the bull arena, and we'll see how much of a daily bounce that they can get out of this. And a daily bull flag would certainly be welcomed by the bulls, and that would put us up toward the 50-day moving average level and the 10-week moving average period. So keeping an eye on the close out to the rest of the week. And like I said, most important thing right now is the daily time frame, looking for daily bull flags. So maybe you, like I said, maybe you're on the sidelines, you're waiting to enter. Maybe you're like me, you're waiting until after the earnings report. Maybe you're loading up now on a daily high or low in hopes of a daily bull flag with a stop just below. Hopefully this video was informative for you guys today, and let me know in the comments below what your game plan is. Make sure you have a game plan. If I could stress one thing, it would be to have a plan and know exactly where you're going to stop out in case the market decides to roll over, or the industry, the energy sector as a whole decides to roll over. So just make sure you have a plan. If you don't have a plan, let us know in the comments below what you're looking to do, and we can do our best to help out. Have a great day, everyone, and we'll end it with some footage of Westwood Lake.